The cookie jar method. How to find strength when you want to quit. You're halfway through a challenge and everything inside you is craving to stop. But instead of giving up, you pause and remember a moment when you defied the odds, achieved something incredible, or proved your strength. The memory pushes you forward. It's a mental cookie pulled straight from your cookie jar. This simple yet powerful method, popularized by Goggins, is a game changer for building resilience. In this video, we'll explore what the cookie jar method is, why it works during moments of doubt, and how you can create one for yourself. You'll also learn practical ways to use it daily, discover the psychology behind it, and hear real-life stories of how this technique has helped people persevere. Let's dive into the method that will help you find strength when you need it most. What is the cookie jar method? The cookie jar method is more than just a catchy name. It's a psychological tool designed to help you tap into your inner reservoir of strength when the going gets tough. Picture a cookie jar on your kitchen counter, filled with your favorite treats. Every time you succeed, overcome a challenge, or achieve something meaningful, you mentally place a cookie in the jar. When life throws you a curveball, you reach into the jar, metaphorically pulling out a reminder of your past victories to fuel your current determination. This method isn't about ignoring struggles, it's about acknowledging them and finding the courage to keep pushing. By recalling moments when you conquered what seemed impossible, you create a mental boost, a surge of confidence and grit. It's a way to remind yourself that you have overcome hard times before and you can do it again. What makes this technique so effective is its simplicity. You don't need fancy tools or complicated steps. You just need to remember your wins, no matter how big or small. These moments act as proof that you are capable, giving you the motivation to keep going when everything inside you says stop. The cookie jar method turns your own life experiences into the most powerful source of strength. Origins of the method. The cookie jar method traces its roots to the extraordinary life of Goggins, a former Navy SEAL, endurance athlete, and one of the toughest men alive. Goggins developed this method during some of the most grueling moments of his life, times when quitting felt inevitable. His incredible journey from being an overweight exterminator with no future to becoming a world-renowned ultra-marathoner and motivational speaker is nothing short of inspiring. Goggins coined the term cookie jar as a way to describe how he would dig into the memories of past triumphs during the moments of intense physical or mental strain. Whether it was the completing SEAL training, enduring the harsh Hell Week, or overcoming a traumatic childhood, he used these victories to remind himself of his resilience. Each memory was like a cookie, sweet, satisfying, and packed with the energy to keep him going. What's remarkable about Goggins' approach is its universality. He didn't just develop this method for the elite athletes or soldiers, he designed it as a tool anyone can use. The origins of the cookie jar method lie in the simple yet profound idea that your past successes are proof of your ability to endure. Goggins' story isn't just inspiring, it's a call to action for all of us to start building your own cookie jars. The psychology behind the cookie jar. The cookie jar method isn't just motivational, it's deeply rooted in psychology. At its core, it leverages the brain's natural response to positive reinforcement. When you recall a moment of triumph, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine, boosting your mood and enhancing your confidence. These memories serve as proof that you have faced challenges before and emerged victorious, creating a psychological loop of resilience. But it's more than just a feel-good tactic. Reflecting on past successes rewires your brain to focus on what's possible rather than what's overwhelming. It shifts your mindset from a state of doubt to one of determination. This method also counters negative self-talk, which often creeps in during tough moments. By pulling a mental cookie from your jar, you interrupt the spiral and replace it with empowering self-belief. Studies show that resilience isn't just a personality trait, it's a skill that can be developed. The cookie jar method is a practical way to build this skill. Each memory you recall strengthens your mental armor, preparing you for future battles. It's proof that success isn't just about physical ability, it's about the mindset. With this method, you can train your mind to push through limits you didn't know you could surpass. How to build your own cookie jar. Building your own cookie jar is simple but transformative. Start by reflecting on moments in your life when you overcame challenges, no matter how big or small. Think about the time you aced a test you thought you'd fail, completed a daunting project, or conquered a fear. These are your cookies. Write them down in a notebook or on a sticky note, or even in a digital file. The key is to make them accessible so you can revisit them when you need a boost. Don't stop at major achievements. Include small wins too. Maybe it's the time you stuck to your workout routine for a week or helped a friend in need. Each memory, no matter how minor it seems, is evidence of your strength and capability. real-life examples of using this method. The cookie jar method isn't just a concept for elite athletes or high achievers. It's a tool used by people from all walks of life to push through their toughest moments. Take, for example, Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles. During the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, she faced immense pressure and mental health challenges that led her to withdraw from several events. But Biles, known for her unmatched athleticism, turned to her cookie jar to regain her mental clarity. She reflected on her past achievements, including her record-breaking performances and victories, which reminded her of her strength and resilience. By tapping into these memories, Biles was able to take care of her mental health while still holding her head high, showing the world that strength doesn't always mean pushing through at all cost. Another example comes from the business world. Sara, Blakeley, the founder of Spanx, faced numerous rejections before her company became a billion-dollar empire. In her darkest times, when the fear of failure felt overwhelming, she would remember the times she persisted despite the odds, like the moment she convinced a department store to carry her product. Reflecting on these victories, Blakeley used her mental cookies to stay focused and continue building her business, no matter how many times she was knocked down. Why it works in tough moments. The cookie jar method works in tough moments because it taps into our brain's natural need for evidence of our strength. When you're exhausted, overwhelmed, or questioning your abilities, the mind tends to focus on the current difficulty rather than the past victories. The method breaks the cycle by reminding you that you have already faced challenges and come out on top. It's like a mental reset that restores your confidence and motivation. Take the example of marathon runner Kipchoge, widely regarded as the greatest long-distance runner of all time. When he broke the 2-hour marathon barrier, it wasn't just his physical training that got him across the finish line, it was his mental fortitude. During his record-breaking run, Kipchoge relied on a cookie jar of past wins and challenges he had conquered. Every tough moment in that race was counted by a memory of a past victory, whether it was his previous marathon wins or overcoming physical pain in earlier training. By reflecting on these achievements, Kipchoge was able to push past his limits. The reason it works so well is because it shifts the focus from present pain to past triumphs. When you're in a tough spot, your mind is flooded with doubts. But by recalling past successes, you remind yourself that you have the tools to overcome what's ahead. It's an instant shift in perspective that can make all the difference when everything feels like too much. Common misconceptions about the cookie jar. While the cookie jar method is a powerful tool for building resilience, there are a few common misconceptions that can prevent people from fully embracing its benefits. One of the biggest myths is that the cookie jar method only works for huge life-changing accomplishments. People often think that they need to have extraordinary feats, like running a marathon or achieving a career milestone, to create a cookie. The truth is, the method is about any achievement that makes you feel strong, no matter how small. Did you stick to a workout plan for a week? Did you push through a stressful workday? These are all the cookies that can fuel you in tough moments. Another misconception is that the cookie jar is only for those at rock bottom, like ultra athletes or people in extreme situations. In reality, the method works for anyone looking to build mental toughness. From college students tackling exams to parents balancing multiple responsibilities. The cookie jar is about recognizing the power of your past successes to help you overcome the challenges you're facing right now, no matter how big or small. Incorporating the cookie jar into your daily life. Incorporating the cookie jar method into your daily life doesn't have to be complicated. It's about making it a regular habit. Start by setting aside time each week to reflect on your achievements. This doesn't mean you need to have monumental success stories every week. It's about recognizing the small wins. Maybe you overcame a fear, solved a tricky problem at work, or simply made it through a difficult day. Each of these moments is a cookie that you can add to your jar. You can create a physical or digital cookie jar. Some people like to write down their achievements on pieces of paper and store them in a jar or a box. Others might prefer a digital version using an app or a document to track their wins. The key is to make it tangible, so it's easy to access when you need a boost. The method works best when you actively use it in tough moments. Take a moment to pause and recall one of your cookies. Visualize it, feel the emotions tied to that victory, and remind yourself of your capability. Don't just wait for challenges to arise. Use your cookie jar proactively, especially on tough days. It helps you stay grounded in your power and keeps you focused on the bigger picture. And that's the power of the cookie jar method. Whenever life gets tough, just remember to reach into your jar of past victories. You have already proven you can overcome challenges. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on building resilience. Keep pushing and keep filling your jar. See you in the next one.